Hi there. Welcome to day 11. And I think I've touched on this before. There's a lot of things not to say to someone with chronic illnesses. A lot of things. Like most of it could just be like, don't be a jerk. But um, one one big one is also, uh, sorry, tonight's brain. One could, one is, oops, battery low. One is, oh, you don't look tired, or you don't look like you're in pain, or you don't look like there's anything wrong with you. Thank you for that visual description of myself. I had to deal with that a lot when I was a child. Uh, Now people don't know if I've got anything, so therefore I don't hear it. But like as a child, I there's like a small partition of energy that gets directed towards putting on a social face. You know, don't show that you're too tired. Don't show that you're in too much pain. Don't show it. And as a child, I would do that, and I've done it all this time. So if you see that I'm tired, I've gone past tired. Tired was 3 mountains and 10 provinces away. Um, if you see if I'm in pain, same thing with pain. I'm in a lot of pain. And if you see that I'm unwell, then I was unwell a while back, and now I just don't have any energy to hide it. Um, should we have to hide it? No, discussion for another time. But what I want to share with you is I used to get my mum into trouble as a child. So I was homeschooled, um, and I'd be home, and a friend of mum would come over and visit. And while her friends were there, I'd be just a normal child, you know, active, playing, not playing like running around the yard, but just active and kind of childlike and bubbly, you know, uh, putting on this show, as it were, and they'd make comments like, "Oh, why is James home today?" And I'm like, "James isn't well. He's tired. He's not feeling well." And they'd be looking at me and like, "I don't see what you're saying," and they would comment, and sometimes in a disparaging way, and sometimes behind her back as well. And so Mum would have to always deal with this. What she knew and what they didn't know was that as soon as they'd go home, as soon as they would walk down the stairs and were out the door, James would just go boom, you know, middle of the hallway, on my front. I couldn't even roll over. Just bang, I'm down on the ground, and I'm either I don't have enough energy to move my limbs, or I'm starting to go to sleep. And it's because I had put so much energy towards appearing to be okay that I just depleted any that I had, and bang, I was down. Like Mum would have to walk around me, um, you know, in the hallway sometimes, or she'd have to put a little blanket on me because temperatures would fluctuate like crazy. Usually it would drop. So while I'm in front of people, there's this social face. And then when I'm not in front of people, there's a lovely piece of carpet. Before anyone goes on, no, my mum shouldn't have moved me. The carpet was comfy. I was fine. The carpet was comfy. I was comfy. You know, I would lie there until I had enough energy to either, like, if I woke up, or I had enough energy to start moving again to move somewhere else. So she did the right thing, um, in my view. In my view is what counts. Um, there's always this kind of like this social face, and we shouldn't have to have a social face, but it can make life a bit easier in the sense that you don't have people, you know, like, "Oh, what's up with you? Why do you always look like that?" Like, I always look like this. I don't put on a social face. I always look like this because this is how I am. This is my constant. You know, you might go to sleep and wake up with energy. I don't know what that's like, or if you've got it as an adult, you'll know what it's like. But it's a distant memory. Me personally, I my good sleeps are sleeps that aren't awful. You know, The idea, though, of having a sleep where I wake up like energized and revitalized and like batteries fully charged is just foreign to me. Like if I say I have a good sleep, that's not what I mean. Um, I can only remember one instant in the past 2 decades where I had something where I woke up feeling like full energy, that kind of thing, um, like body wise. There are times when I've woken up and mentally I've felt really happy because, good things, but, the idea of having energy all the time is just beyond me. I know it exists, but I don't experience it. So, things not to say. Oh, you don't look tired or in pain or stuff like that. Just don't. You might, like, if you're having an open discussion with someone that you know well, you're like, hey, I'm just trying to learn a little bit more about it. Like, I can't see anything right now. And you might like, oh yeah, I'm just putting on a bit of a social face. Yeah, I'll go home and crash. I'll be gone for 10 hours, 12 hours, however long it is. Okay, so yeah, things not to say. You don't look tired. You don't look like you're in pain. All right, so thank you very much. If you have a question, ask a question, like, subscribe, little notification bell. And yeah, thank you very much for listening to day 11.